your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the looming government shutdown and how it affects like SSI, SSDI, tax refunds, VA, military, Social Security, and a whole lot more. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of being shut down, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below when you're in, just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like, especially if you love me bringing this content. Now, guys, you can try out Amazon Prime free for 30 days. All you have to do is click the link in the cards. Now, I'm guessing that everyone forgot that there's a possible government shutdown that's happening in early March because Congress is not returning from recess just yet. And if we don't have anything done by March 1st and March 8th deadlines, then honey, all these spending bills that's not being passed, we risk a partial shutdown. Now, President Joe Biden is going to host a top 4 congressional leaders at the White House, and they're supposed to negotiate tomorrow on the potential partial government shutdown and how is that going to affect the end of the week. But let's think about it, guys. Like, this meeting is set just 3 days before funding for the departments like of agriculture, energy, housing and urban development, transportation, VA, military, and all the other programs run out. Now, of course, like the funding for when it comes to like the department, state and justice departments, those are going to expire like a week later, which would be on March 8th. But remember, senators are set to return to Washington today. They were supposed to return, but the House members are not scheduled to return back until Wednesday evening. So given Congress, like, this is going to be interesting. All right. Now, we know that, you know, we've been here before, right? I mean, we've been in this position before when it comes to Washington. I mean, especially like within the recent months. I think we had one like back in September where they had waited to the last minute to ultimately delay the shutdown. And then we had, I want to say like in October, then we also had one in January where it's just keep getting delayed. Now, taxpayers will keenly be watching the weeks ahead to see if the Senate moves to go ahead and take on like the expansion of the child tax credit, because that's a lot of us what we want to know. Like, honestly, they're returning back today. We want to know, is this going to be at the top of the list? But of course, they're like, look, we are working to get these bills done. So I'm very optimistic that we would get it done by March 1st. Now, this is according to the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. This week, he said there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the Senate side. But ultimately, with the Senate just coming off recess and they're just returning in today, I don't know how clear it's going to be if they're going to reach a deal on those spending bills or not. I mean, they haven't been able to reach one in the past, but we'll see if they're able to go ahead and avert the stoppage. So what does this mean for you guys, right? So a lot of people are like, well, how does the shutdown affect me? Well, that means, of course, like, you know, food banks are looking at this because they already like, let us get prepared and get ready because this impacts like the government employees. These impact like the traffic controllers, law enforcement. Last time, like us as the military, we did not get paid as well. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. When we come back, we get the retroactive payments, but we don't get paid at the time. Now, if it does happen to be a government shutdown, y'all, that's going to affect this tax filing season. And I know a lot of people are waiting for refunds. And according to the IRS, they're like, we have experienced shutdowns before, but we have not experienced a shutdown in the middle of tax season. So there's a lot of uncertainty there, according to the IRS commissioner. He said as of right now, they have a different variety of carve-out elements that will allow them to maintain some operations, but the shutdown will increase the risk that they don't have a smooth filing season as they intend to have as well. Now, the commissioner did not specify which employees will be furloughed during the shutdown. He did not specify how the IRS would proceed with tax refunds as well. So guys, like, this is big, right? It is big. Now, numerous of publicly funded agencies will stop work and their employees won't be paid. But let me go ahead and let y'all know right now, like, Social Security checks, they will still go out because Social Security is considered a mandatory program and it's not funded by the shorter term appropriation bills that are passed by Congress and signed by the president. So this means, like, its operations and funding, it doesn't stop when there is a government shutdown, so you don't have to worry about that. But the Social Security Administration office will provide limited services, so you'll still be able to get like your Social Security card issued. You can still make like your online appointments and submit your applications, but like things like the benefit verification or processing overpayments or even customer service, those things will not really work at the time during the government shutdown. Now, when we're talking about like Medicare, Medicaid, disability insurance, VA benefits, those should still be distributed as well during a shutdown, unless the shutdown lasts 3 months. I don't think we will make it 3 months, okay? People will turn up if we have this shutdown for 3 months. Now, one thing that will be affected is WIC. They will stop operating as well. So that means like next month, if they don't come to some type of agreement, families could be waitlisted. They could have their benefits cut. And this will be like the first time in 30 years. Now, in the event that there's a prolonged shutdown, SNAP benefits could be affected as well. Although, like, we're talking about 2 or 3 months. We don't have that type of time, all right? Now, of course, when it comes to the state side, some programs may be able to stay a little bit longer. It just depends on how much money the states have. But among these, like, if you are receiving Social Security, some of the things that will be suspended during the shutdown will be, like I said, your benefit verification, replacing Medicare cards, correcting and updating like workers' beneficiary earnings, processing overpayments, which that's not a bad thing at all, information technology enhancements, public relations, training, customer service as well. Now, the U.S. Department of Education, they did go ahead and issue a statement as well, and they said like student loan programs could be disrupted as well, including like processing of FAFSA or the free applications for federal student aid, as well as like dispersing Pell Grants, federal direct student loans, and servicing of federal student loans. So that could be affected for those that are in college, as well as like children that are in Head Start all across the country. Those programs could be reduced. Now, in the event that we do enter this shutdown, guys, I'm telling you this video because I want you to take the necessary steps to prepare. So like if you need to apply for disability, you need to go ahead and get that done this week, okay? Before there could be this shutdown as well. So that way it won't delay like your state's determination process. If you need a new Medicare card or a new Social Security earnings request, make that request now known and go ahead and do that, as well as you don't want like any operations to shut down during, you don't want it to shut down during the shutdown. There you go. Okay. Now, if you are a federal worker, you could be furloughed as well during the shutdown. You also want to look into like your state's unemployment process because you want to go ahead and apply for benefits, but keep in mind, you will eventually get your back pay as well. And then if you do get the unemployment, you'll just have to repay those unemployment earnings as well. You can also contact like your creditors if you owe them any money. I know a lot of times when it comes to like government shutdown, if you owe like a mortgage, a car loan, any type of student loan, finances, you can call them and request like a payment deferral. But a lot of times they have like hardship assistance programs as well. So like if you think about it, guys, you want to start planning for the potential delay of a government shutdown, and that's critical. Communicate with your debtors, like let them know ahead of time so they kind of understand that, hey, if this happens, I need assistance, I need help. Now, if the government does shut down, like I said, right now, the biggest thing is we're in the middle of tax season and the IRS operations. You want to make sure that you're going to still be able to get your money, or that you don't have to be like, oh, you know what, I was supposed to get my money like March 18th or something. I don't know. Like, you guys let me know down in the comments below, what do you think is going to happen when it comes to this shutdown. Are they going to do another extension or not? I mean, like, let me know. Now, of course, the IRS, they will still accept tax returns as well. So don't be like, oh my gosh, they won't accept. No, they'll still accept tax returns. You should still be able to get your payments for those that already have it and filed already. But I'm just letting you know that it could be delayed because the IRS said that they will have limited staffing. Now, when it comes to those paper returns, they are not going to accept those during the government shutdown as well. So I don't know who's filing a paper return, but if you are filing one, they said that more than likely you will experience a delay in receiving your funds. Of course, there's going to be limited telephone customer service as well when it comes to the IRS as well, but they will still have their walk-in taxpayer assistance center. So we talked about this in other videos. So yeah, this is where we're at. So hopefully right now we know the Senate is back. The House is supposed to return on Wednesday, but I'm guessing since the president wants to meet with them tomorrow, hopefully most people will be back in Washington tomorrow, and then they could see. And then we have until March 1st, which I think that's what, Friday. We have until March 1st to see what happens. And then if not, we have until, you know, March 8th. So March 1st is going to be like some of your federal programs that could be stopped in the event that there's a government shutdown. And then March 8th is more like your state programs as well, because there will be no funding coming in from the government. So let me know, what do you guys think? Have you already filed your taxes and you won't be affected? What do you think for those that are on Social Security? I mean, you should still receive your money. For those that are on WIC, I would definitely start preparing as well. And hey, if you need any assistance from any federal agency, I would definitely go ahead and start getting that assistance before anything happens before Friday. And this is all I have, guys. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, grab you some Amazon Prime, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.